And as it seems like I've been starting all of my videos, just got back out of town again. This time I was working about 6 miles south. Hey GoPro, your batteries are terrible. It said I had 86% and then it died. Thankfully, DeWalt's got my back. If you haven't seen these, it's a little attachment that goes onto a DeWalt battery. Plug it in and I've got the GoPro plugged in. So thank you DeWalt on GoPro. Anyway, it's about 6 miles south of Lake Erie, and I got out of there just in time for them to get hit with a huge storm. A bunch of snow, several feet or something like that. There was about 3 inches when I left, and it was coming down hard. And they kept talking about the lake effect. I'm not sure exactly what that is. So if you're from that area, tell me what the lake effect is. I'm curious to see exactly what that means. I have an idea, but I'm not really sure. So shout out to me if you want to tell me what that is. So I've got roughly 2 weeks until I go back out again. This time up around the DC area, I think. I have to look at the schedule. So I've got just a few days here. I'm going to take you along each day, let you know what I'm doing and how far I got that day. And hopefully we'll get some stuff done. I just need to finish up framing today, and then I'm going to move to electrical. So here's day 2. Got here this morning to find that somebody had pushed my tool trailer with about 1,000 pounds of tools in it, about 45 degrees to the side and into the side of the house, which was fantastic. There's no way it could have done that by itself. So now I've got a bunch of siding I've got to replace, and the trailer is probably going to leak now. It broke the fiberglass on the side and disconnected a bunch of stuff, broke the light. Anyway, so I filed a police report, and highly doubt we're going to figure out who did it or try to get money back for it, but I just want to have it on record because it's not the first time something like that has happened at this house. So I just need to get it done and get it going so it doesn't look like a construction zone anymore. And now it's about 25 days later. So I got the flu, and then I had to work out of town, and then some more stuff happened, and then stuff and junk. So now we're back here. Gonna just try to get the outside worked on a little bit today because the grass is growing like crazy. Got to get everything buttoned up out there. About 5 years ago or so, when I first bought my personal house, there were a couple of really big black walnut trees that were way too close to the house. They were a danger, and I had to redo the foundation. I'll put a link to that video up in the top here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I had to take them out. I didn't want to because I really like trees and they were gorgeous. So the big logs off of them, I remember I was up in the tree and I said, I'm not going to waste it. I'm actually going to saw it up and make boards out of it. Well, that finally happened. So yesterday I went and picked up the planks from a buddy that was kind enough to chop them up for me. So I've got 3 really large planks, about 3 inches thick, And eventually, hang on, I gotta get into 4-wheel drive. Eventually I'm gonna do something with them. I don't know what yet. But I just have to get them stored in my barn so they can start drying. So it's currently getting rained on, which is kind of nice because you can see the grain pattern better. Then the guy was nice enough there at the mill to give me a couple pieces of cherry just to mess around with. But yeah, these are them, and they're going back here where I have all of the maple from that Hoarder House tree. Just gonna stick it in there with it and then forget about it for about 2 or 3 years. That way it can get dried out. This is a mess back here. There's my canoe. I didn't even know I had that until I saw it just recently.
What?
Did you know we have a canoe?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you knew about it and were gonna fix it someday.
I think I remember forgetting about it or something. I don't know. I'll show you. Okay, now I'm gonna sit down. It's a nice big chunk of wood. As Bobby Duke says, wood. And then this is all the spalted maple underneath of it. It has really good patterns in it. Right there. You know how to calculate board feet?
No.
Okay, so first you have to find their shoes. I did. No, I'm kidding. So 1 inch thick by 1 foot wide by 1 foot long. So this is 3 inches thick by, I guessing, 18 inches, maybe 20 inches. And these boards are maybe 20 feet long. So you calculate how many square feet width and length, and then multiply it by the depth or the height. So that's how you get board feet. So this one board's probably, I don't know, 1,500 board feet at least. All right, back to work. So this is all of the cedar shake that was on top of the roof. Probably original to the house. I had it all in the big pile. I was expecting to just burn it because it's literally just pieces of cedar. There's nothing in it. So I called the city where this house is just to make sure it was okay. And they were like, heck no, you can't burn anything that isn't brush. I was like, this is raw wood. It's the same exact thing as brush, except it's, 100 years old. And they said absolutely not. If it didn't grow on the property, I couldn't burn it, which is ridiculous. But I'm a law-abiding citizen and all that stuff. So I'm just loading it up and taking it to my house, which is out in the county. I don't live in the same city as this house is. And I'm just going to burn it over there because they're cool like that. Yesterday I got the yard basically cleaned up. I got both piles of the shake. I then went around the whole yard and just made one pile of junk, which I'm now loading. I ended up getting stuck down in the bottom, even with my 4-wheel drive. So I had to come around the other side to even get out with my truck yesterday. It's pouring rain all day. Now it's just cold, but we're still moving forward with it. Okay, so most old houses have a cistern where they collected water off the roof, and
I know the age of this house. I was pretty sure there's probably one here. But I had a buddy over and I think we just found it. And our curiosity is getting the best of us, so
Ain't that true?
we're gonna pop the lid and see if there's any treasures. Hopefully no dead bodies or anything. Is that the hole for the input? All right, just a second, let me...
See if you can dig it out.
Yeah.
Are you sick?
Here, hold that. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Hey, I've got a headlamp.
Yeah, I've got a light in the car too. Let's drop this. Ready? Oh, it didn't go very far.
Yeah, I can see. It's like flopping.
It's probably half full of stuff.
Yeah, I see dirt.
Oh, you don't see any faces or anything looking at you?
Sorry.
Well, no, that's good. I didn't want to see faces looking at. The biggest thing is I'm gonna have to collapse it in because by law it can't be here anymore. Now I got a bunch more work I got to do because now I got to fill it in.
Dang it, Ed.
Yeah, there was no cistern here. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Just throw a shovel full of dirt on it.
Yeah, just put it back. Nothing to see here. No, I'll do it right. That's my motto. Hey, we got somewhere to put stuff now. We can put all that, the fill, the debris. Yeah, all of the rock and stuff that's in the front yard.
Here you go.
Maybe this wasn't so bad. That means I don't have to haul it off.
Amen.
It's probably sitting up on the edge.
Oh yeah, it looks like a brick.
Yeah.
I see that. Oh wow, look at that. Nice.
Nice and creepy down there.
All right. Nice.
Love creepy things.
Creepy hole. Big deep dark holes are always creepy.
I'm just glad I didn't drive over top of it, because that would have been a fun surprise. There's more than one way to milk a donkey.
Nice. You're right, definitely not reinforced.
No. It would be. Heck yeah.
Cracked it.
Hello?
Anybody home? Hello? There you go.
You're holding your mouth right.
It's true enough. Just like when I used to call you when things would break, and I'm like, okay, I just need to call Barry, and it'll all of a sudden fix itself all of a sudden.
This is pretty cool. I love digging up old stuff. So, more than likely, the entrance to it would have been in here somewhere, probably since buried. And then,
Straight downhill.
yeah, it would have been in there under the corner gutter, and then gone in, and then,
But they put that there as a support.
yeah, possibly after the
If you
fact.
see, it's completely built up in brick from that point on.
Yeah. And then in this corner, the water would have come in somewhere in there. That's probably where it was patched when it was abandoned, and filled this up. And then they'd unfortunately they'd send their maidservants and stuff out to get water out of the cistern. And sometimes you can find some pretty cool stuff at the bottom of these. But
We ain't gonna dig it out.
no, I'm not gonna. We'll let it lie.
Trevor.
So if you buy this house from me, there's the cistern, and
Start to digging.
we'll leave whatever's down there. Yeah, have fun. Send me a message and you find the treasure, and I'll be like, that's awesome. Because I don't have time to fool it. Almost. Yeah. One more. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, there. Okay, yeah. There's the pipe. There it is. I couldn't see it before. Yeah, solid. Ew. Dude, if that thing lets loose and covers me in schmoo, I'm gonna be mad. Let me get out of here. Nice.
Molly asked, how exactly did you get covered in nasty?
I fell in a cistern. Ed did it. Well, let's go get some solid fill and we'll fill it up.
Yeah.
And now it's the next day. So yesterday we went and pre-recorded for our church service. Because we can't have church, so we're live broadcasting it, which is kind of fun. So we went and recorded that. I had to leave a little bit early because of that. So anyway, I brought my kid back today, and so far we've gotten this whole area cleaned up. All of the, all those little tiny bits of stuff that I've been fighting with for years now at this house, up off of the ground. So we've got a little bit left in the front yard. I'm gonna go dump it, and then I'll probably get a load of dirt and come back in and fill in a bunch of holes. So I went and picked up some of these here concentrated grass pellets, where you throw them on the ground and just add water, and somehow magically it makes grass. It's some kind of voodoo or something, I don't know. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm going to give them a shot and see what happens. Well, that didn't work. I'm getting my money back.